And oh, we are live. Let's just go ahead and pull up our comments here. There we are. Finally gotten the hang of unlocking my tablet. Let's see. Okay, we are good. Got one watching. Hey, so. Whew. Thankfully, it didn't break. So we got Miss Fair's Saffron. That is the cheapest Saffron you can get at Smith's. Which would go ahead, Saffron. I need a request on their website because someone said that there's a request feature and to get an item. And we're going to be putting all of this into garlic spread for lots of things. 24 ounces or 1.5 pounds, which is 680 grams of Spectrum Organic All Vegetable Shortening, otherwise known as palm oil. It's also organic. Ingredients: mechanically pressed organic palm oil. I like palm oil. Palm oil is great. Some people say health controversy, but I like it. I like the taste of it. It's 1,000 times better than butter because I don't like butter. Well, in some instances, I'll have butter, and it'll be okay because I can't really taste the buttery flavor. But yeah, this stuff is not cheap either. This thing, $7 at Harmon's. And I haven't checked Walmart, but I know Smith's doesn't have it. I don't know if Target has it. Winco definitely doesn't have it. Smith has red palm oil, whatever the heck red palm oil is. Never used it before. This is what I need for my thing. I've actually had this for a while. Just haven't gotten around to making a garlic spread. Again, we're on the wide lens, by the way. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to just do like that. There we go. Make it a little different with the camera. Let's see. I'm gonna use like a sharp. I'll use a sharp knife. Something like this. Because what I just want to do is cut this in roughly half. And the reason for that is I can then. Oh, I did not want it to ploop all like that. I was going to say I'm going to get some gloves, but we don't have any. Sticky, oily. This is something I'm not a fan of when cooking. Like maybe a little bit of olive oil, because it's good for your skin. Okay, I'm gonna go rinse my hands off. Actually, oh, don't eat palm oil straight. I just tried a smidge because I was curious. Not very good. Not very good at all. So, okay. There we go, we got our hands washed off. And there's also quite a bit in there that we need to get out. So, let's grab our, should have a good spatula somewhere. Not the spatula I was looking for, but this will work. Especially since, too, this one is a really nice, has a really solid, like, it's still flexy and rubber, but it's really solid. Now, one of the reasons this took a while for me to even get to also is because I was a little bit nervous. Because I made this before, this much. So I was just a little nervous about, do I have enough stuff? Am I going to get the amounts wrong? And the other thing, too, is with saffron especially, this is something that takes a little bit of time for the saffron flavor to really seep out into the food. So you can't quite tell right away when it's going to be good. I am going to do the whole thing of saffron though, because I suspect I'll need that much. If that was too much, we do have other palm oil in the house. So I can always use a little bit of my mom's palm oil. Just a little bit, not a lot. She'd be fine with that. Well, sort of, because she doesn't really care for saffron, so yeah. Also, I used to make this with Italian seasoning, but then I started using only parsley, because that's what they use on garlic bread, and because I liked the sweeterness that parsley brought, as opposed to the full-on, because there's some bitterness with some of the spices in Italian seasoning. Now for our garlic, we need a lot of garlic. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna quickly get rid of a bunch of the loose peels inside of our compost. Okay. Need quite a bit. Normally I would just pick a good sized clove and press it on, or in, and then use a whisk, just a hand whisk. But we're making a lot, I don't want to press that much garlic, so we're just going to go ahead and drop a bunch of these into the Ninja. Haven't actually used the Ninja in a while. Like I find for chopping, it works. Doesn't get stuff as uniform as I would like, but it's certainly better than the Magic Bullet, which I had I was talking, this was years ago, talking with, at culinary school with one of my classmates, and he said he liked the Magic Bullet, worked good, and I'm like, it doesn't chop it up fine enough, put a whole onion in. And, well, you're not supposed to try and chop a whole onion with it. But that's me, because I'm probably cooking for more than just myself, or I'm making larger portions to, so that I can have some for later. So, yeah. And one watching, I think did I say that? I forget. But either way, hello. Welcome to the stream. Now, I was kind of tempted just to put the garlic in there and let the whisker chop it up, but I don't think it's going to get fine enough pieces. So, we want this to be really garlicky. So in fact, I'm just going to peel the garlic off the bottom. Dump out all of our shells. Peel. Also, fresh garlic for this, please. None of that chopped stuff, because I've tried some from a few different brands, and it just... We'll do one more. They've had to add like citric acid or some sort of acid like that, so that it doesn't go bad as fast, right? But then it like ruins the garlicky goodness. No. And we will be able to taste, like, the saffron won't come out till a little bit late, till we let it sit around for a bit, but we will be able to taste most of the flavors in this and tell where we're at, which, let me see, I need to grab, oops, something bounced out. I'm just putting the lid on like that temporarily, because I don't want to get dust in there. And Or, this makes me think of aioli, like a garlic aioli. Which aioli is essentially a really fancy type of mayonnaise. And so garlic aioli is where you just take your garlic and you literally just you crush it and puree it and smush it and keep whipping it until it turns into a mayonnaise. And yeah, one of my friends had it on a burger at a restaurant. It was really good, but also expensive too. Oh, that's not gonna tap out. Not that I was really wanting it to for easiness. I was just thinking tap out what we can, scoop the rest. Which this is actually, now that it's chopped up, looking like a good amount of garlic. Garlic is so good for your health. It's good on lots of things. I love garlic. Garlic for the win. Especially, I think I might have mentioned this once before, but they don't sell them anymore, but Winco had these things called, hold on a second, I think I have some. I don't know if they're easily spottable. These are kind of old. They taste okay still, but these things right here, these are garlic pods. It's essentially just dehydrated garlic. A little bit expensive though, at like $8 a pound. They're also really light too, so I mean you're not getting large quantities. At least I did. They were really good, and I loved them. Good to snack on. You can just munch on them. Which most of my friends were like, it sounds like too much garlic. But I loved them. I loved them a lot. Now, we've gotten most of the garlic out. We're actually in a really good situation because we're going to be adding saffron to this. And saffron really likes water to help it dissolve a bit better. So I'm going to get just a little bit of water in this. Might need a little more water than that. We'll find out. Then, let's go ahead and, oops, we need the blade system back in there. Going to put that on. Press our special splash lid in place. There we go. That was able to swish up around. She did a pretty good job. I mean, the lid is relatively free of garlic. Go ahead and just pour that in there. And we'll just grab our little scraper here. See what else of the garlic that we can get out. There we go. Now let's come in with our saffron. I think I poked, no blood, but I did poke myself a bit with that plastic. Saffron. Now I'm going to grab something that I can just poke in there to brush it up a bit. Yeah. Let's try a little chopstick here. Because the saffron starts out as these long little threads. And yeah. And for reference, if you're new around here, or if you haven't heard me talk about saffron before, so this is a 0.035 ounces, and it is $9.99. $10. Which is better than the other saffron brand that I used to get, which was Spice Islands, which is 0.03 ounces, and it was $18.99. And then you can get some saffron that's like $20. I don't know what that's special about that one. Or, no, like $24, sorry, for that. Usually I leave the saffron whole, and then I will just crush it up a little bit. and I'm adding some into my recipe. There we go, I think that's good enough. Go ahead and dump all that in. Now I'm going to take just a smidge more water. You don't want it too much because, yeah, we're working with medium of oil here, which, yeah. Oh, it's already turned this orangey yellowish color. And yeah, go ahead and pour that in. What I'm actually going to do is come over to my camera. I'm going to raise you guys way up high, like so. Like all the way up. Then tilt down. That way you guys can see in the bowl a little better. Okay. So now we've got that in. Saffron. Oh, saffron is so good. Okay. Now we've got that done. We can also unplug our Ninja for now, see if we need more garlic in a bit. Next we need some salt. We're going with Himalayan pink salt. So I don't know. 2, maybe 3 tablespoons. But we're working with a big amount. Next we need some parsley flakes. Say like 1/4 cup of parsley flakes. We'll add a little bit of pepper to this. Don't want it to be like really spicy, you just add some flavor. A tablespoon of pepper maybe. Now we can go ahead and put our lids on and mix this up. I'm sure we'll have to scrape down the sides. Of the mixing bowl as we go. But let's get started with the first mix. Yeah. Oh, that looks so good. I am hungry, by the way. Not like super hungry, but I am hungry. Oops. And I'm going to be using some on my food that I'm going to make. Let's just give a good scrape down at the side. This is going kind of better than I was expecting. We still got quite a bit of unmixed white palm oil right here on the middle. Okay. No, I forgot to scrape down. Just the middle. Now, I said a moment ago that, this was, the palm oil by itself was gross because I went over and washed my hands off of it and licked my fingers. It's not going to be gross once you have this done, so. Okay. Okay, it needs does it need more of? Go ahead and leave that on for now. More salt. And more everything, really. Except for maybe saffron. I'd say about half a cup parsley. I would say, so we were at about a quarter cup salt before. Say 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon salt. Say about 2 tablespoons of black pepper. Remember, we're making lots, so kind of scale these down. A lot of this stuff can be done to taste. And we're going to do the rest of the garlic. Which is just 4 more medium cloves. Oops, that's right, I unplugged this. Actually, not quite. There was some pieces that went up onto the sides. They're still pretty big. Those. There we go. I like how the garlic didn't really stick to the Ninja blade. It's always very nice when your creation, or whatever you're chopping, doesn't stick to the blade, because that's one of the more complex things to scrape it off of. Okay. Okay. Here we go. That should be most of the garlic. Just come with another side of the bowl scraped down. Okay. And we'll take our lid. Whoops, right there. Go ahead and run this again. I wish I had an inner scrape thing that was like part of this and would go, like put a rubber spatula type thing in there that would go along and really scrape the inside down. Okay. Now we'll give this a taste. But keep in mind also that the taste will be slightly different once you've spread it on some bread and toasted it a little bit. That's better. What does it need more of? Hold on, let's give another taste from a different spot. Make sure I'm not getting an unmixed spot. That bite was a little better. I'm gonna say it needs more parsley. So, right about 3/4 of a cup of parsley Also, right now it's nice and fluffy, but after you've put it in storage container for a while, it will settle and kind of harden up like palm oil is when you get it. That's not bad. That's perfectly normal. Also, I'm going to be freezing some of this. We're keeping at least some of it in the fridge. Make sure it lasts a while. But if you do start to see some brown spots forming, that's just the garlic oxidizing. It's still safe to eat. Oops, got a little bit on my tablet. It's good. I think more garlic is what it's missing. It needs, it's not garlicky enough for me. Fortunately, we have some more garlic, right? Ooh. And it could also maybe be that this garlic is a little bit old. Like, on this one, we have all of the garlics starting to sprout, which, if your garlic's growing a stem, it's not bad. You can eat that stem, it's perfectly fine. But it does mean that you've had it for a little while. Yeah, let's go ahead. Yeah, more garlic, that's what it needs. Man, I think if I had time and willingness and could grow enough amounts of it, had the space, I would totally do like garden things. Because essentially, you're just paying for water and you get free food, and that's probably mine. Hold on 1 second. Oh, here. I will have to go check on that in just a sec. Why am I peeling? Yeah, why am I peeling the garlic over this thing that's going to chop it up? You know what I'm going to do? As soon as I get all the peel off of this, I am going to cut. Oops, didn't want it to fall down, but I'm going to cut just a little sliver off. Taste it. Need to try just a little more. So, I don't know about the first garlics that we used, but yeah, this is definitely lost some of its flavor, which is why we're needing so much of it. Try a bigger piece. Yeah, okay, there's some garlicky flavor coming on now. We'll do, if your garlic is fresher, you don't need, probably the amount I put in the first time would be good. But if it's not so fresh, like this stuff is, then you'll need more of it. Okay. I'm going to do one more big clove because I really like garlic. You know what I'm going to do too? Because we didn't wash down stage the first time. So I'm going to start off with just a little bit of water in here anyways. So that makes a difference right with us, and let's blend it up. Yeah, it has a yummy, garlicky smell. followed by a slightly different smell that I'm not. It's like garlic, but I don't know how to describe it. Actually, kind of smells like garlic, almost from a can or like the jar, or like some of the garlic at the Asian markets, or not markets, but where you get like all you can eat Asian restaurants, where you get like Mongolian barbecue. Okay. Okidoke. Oops, I should probably pull up my sleeve. Even though I didn't get anything on it, thankfully. It should be pulled up no less. And I believe... Oops. Made the knife fall. Which, remember, falling knife has no handle, which means that you're not going to catch a falling knife by its handle. So just let it fall, and then pick it up safely off of the floor. Okay. Also, a dull knife is more dangerous than a sharp knife. Anyways. Okay. Now let's give it a little taste. Still a little bit off, but it's good. And maybe too much saffron. I'm doubtful but it could be. So I'm going to add a little more parsley. Okay. So we're going to say 1 cup of parsley. I forget, what did we say for salt? Like 1/4 cup salt? Maybe? And probably like 1/4 cup of black pepper. And those are the totals, not I just added 1/4 cup. It's out of all the stuff that I've added, it's probably about that much. Remember, this was the 24 ounces or 1.5 pounds of excuse me. 1.5 pounds of palm oil. Okay. Let's do this, wipe it off. I'm going to do the M, which is, I think, mince, but it's eventually full speed until you let go, so. Okay. Let's give it a little taste, and I think we're done. Oh, yeah. Oh, now it's perfect. We're actually going to try it on some bread, too. We got some, what's it? Rosemary sourdough, which that will change the taste a little bit, but will be good. And, yeah, I'm just going to give it a nice, relatively even spread. Now, this is the point where, if you really want all the flavors, like the saffron, I can taste it right now, its flavor is coming out, because it's mixed really well is part of the reason why. But when you really want all your flavors to come out, like this will have full flavor, oh, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so. But I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put that in our toaster oven. Just turn it on, it'll go for, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes or so, 2 or 3 minutes. So I'm going to take that off. Yes, I like Blimey Cow. You guys get the reference on my shirt. But I'm going to put this into a container while we let that cook for 2 minutes or so. Mom just turned on the fan because of garlic smell. Which, actually, no, yeah, the fan will help. I was thinking it was better for, like, fried stuff, but, or cooking stuff, because the smell's going to rise up. But this will help. This will suck some of the air out. You can also light a candle if you really want. Okay, what are we going to put this in? I kind of want to just put it back in here and label it, but then I was going to put some of it in, like, the fridge, freezer. And I'll go through this stuff pretty quickly. But, it's garlic spread. Saffron. I do have these, but I don't have enough of these to fit all of that in them. Well, maybe.
That might work well, because then you could take it out in an amount that you would need.
But I don't have enough of them. maybe. Let me see how many of these I do have. 'Cause I have this many here. Yeah, that's all of them. No, that's not going to be enough. But I'm only putting half in the fridge.
Half in the freezer?
No. The other half in the pantry.
Did you take out the garbage?
Nope. But I can do that.
The recycle needs to be empty. You could just empty it, leave the same bin.
Okay, we're gonna.
But the garbage is.
Yeah, I know. Give that one more minute, and we'll taste it. So, what we're gonna do. Where did it go? Because I just had. No, here it is. This. Or something like. No, let's do one of these ones. Okay, here we go. So, half will go in this, and will go in the fridge, maybe the freezer. Let's see. The other half will go in to the container that we started with. Actually, yeah, if we go like this. I am just going to come over, turn that off. You really want to get a lot of this goodness off. Oh, I found some palm oil that didn't get mixed up very well. Let me see if I can find one of our bigger spatulas too. Ah, here we go. Let me just wash this one off. There we go. Okay. Bigger spatula will make this job easier. I'm going to start first of all by so good. Scraping down the sides. Let's get just a little more in here. So there's about half. There's like something a little bit sticky on the bottom. Ah, there's a notification on my phone. Well, not too big of a worry. putting a little more back, a little more in the first container too, because how much. But I'm gonna grab this out so that I can. Yeah, we'll put another scoop in here. You know, I kind of wish that this mixer bowl didn't have the centerpiece. I mean, it's a nice design. I love Bosch. I love it. But that'd actually be kind of nice if it was a little bit like some of the others. Could have dual whisk like this one, but not that center bar in there where then you have to go and scrape things off. Or if they made like, you should make a scraper tool that will, like I said earlier kind of, but just for scraping, that will then spin around. Probably take a piece of bread or something and really spread it around in here before I, what's the word? Oh yeah, before I wash this out. Well, let's grab our piece of bread from the toaster oven. It's still a little bit hot, but oh, look at that. I want to see what the quality looks like on the stream on my tablet. Still scraping. Wonder what my latency's set at. I'll have to check. Should be near real time. There we go. Set that down. Let it cool off for just a second, and then we'll dig into it, see how it tastes. I'm gonna make myself a sandwich too. There's still quite a bit on the blades themselves. Hold on, I'm gonna try something. So I'm going to so oily. Put this back on. Excuse me. That kind of sort of whipped them off just quite a bit. I'm probably going to warm up a frying pan and carefully melt it off into the pan because there's a little bit of plastic on there. But let's go ahead and try it now. A little different tasting than when I usually make it, but it is so good. Especially once the sourdough bread flavor rounds it out. A little bit too much salt. How's this? I wonder what would happen if you put this in a vacuum chamber and you sucked out all the air. Well, anyways, that's it for this stream. We're trying to do some Neverhood a little bit later on today. Maybe some Survival, I don't know. But if you guys liked it, I'll leave a like. If you want to see more like this, well, first of all, check out my other stuff. See if you like the variety on my channel. If you do, then get subscribed. Click the bell icon, because some of my videos get 0 views. And I'll see you guys in whatevers. No.